Could be. Could be. Hey, it's Gordon Dallas here, broadcasting live from the phone hand. We're going to do a quick 10-15 minutes. We're in Saturday afternoon here. Mickey Weir is not here. We're actually live broadcasting. This will be available on the website, thekickabout.com. I've just launched it this morning. We'll do it all next week, but next Saturday it will be up and running. But if you are listening to us, how are you all doing? And we'd like to just say hello from the phone hands. How are they? We're going to try and phone for the first time out here from the phone hand to the Worlds, and if this works we'll start doing a lot more, and I can start asking people in the bar here at the phone hand. We've been doing a small quiz questions throughout the course of the day, caption competitions and rather rude word search games. We'll give some of the answers to that. We'll try and speak to Paul Kane, who's been on radio all afternoon, but let's see if this works. If this does, next week we'll try and phone out people all over Britain like I used to do in the old radio days. But let's see, Mickey Weir usually will be standing beside me, but he's ill this week. In fact, he gave me it and I was in my bed till Wednesday. Let's see if this works with the sound. Oh, it's all to do with signal. It might not.
Gordon?
Mickey Weir, how are you? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you, Gordon. How are you?
Round of applause, Mickey Weir, please. Whoa. How's it, Mickey? Is it coming through loud and clear?
Yes, unfortunately I can hear your voice, yes.
All right, that sounds like we'll all understand, Mickey, can we not? Yes. Mickey, explain, where have you been this week, for God's sake?
Well, I've had a bad week, Gordon. I've been laid low with the flu since I left last Saturday. So I think I caught it for you and I've never recovered really.
I know, that was it. We did one day last week and actually been out for 5 or 6 days. How's it? How are you feeling now?
I'm getting there slowly but surely, yeah, I'm getting there. I was looking forward to the day today to come along and join these and have a bit of banter again, but unfortunately I couldn't make it. But hopefully it'll be the shot again. We'll be back together and getting out. This time I want my revenge, Gordon. I was cheated badly last week. It wasn't happening. No, exactly. Don't worry. We've been putting some questions out this week as well. We've got some rumours flying and trying to get some going as well. We've got some caption competitions as well. And by the way, if anybody wants to ask Mickey a question, we've got a wee hot seat there. And I have to get that wound up. So what we're trying to do, Mickey, is phone people. Well, who will we phone out next week, for example? I know Craig Brown was going to take our call last week, but the internet went down. But we want the microphone there for people to come up and speak to who we phone out. So, names that you would like to phone next week, Mickey? Well, there's a number of people who've had tried to line up for a couple of weeks to coordinate, but unfortunately a few were away. The one I would really love a wee chat would be quite funny is the goalie, Andy Gorham. I think he'll get a good bit of banter and he's always got something stupid to say, so he's one of them. The other one I tried to get last week was Derek Ferguson, who's, again, is a very chirpy guy, and he'll give us a lot of good stories from his Jock Wallace days. Yeah, that's right. We had a wee Spanish conversation last week because of the Champions League, and I think, is it not right that Jock wanted Derek to go to Spain? He did. Yeah, I think it was one of his first signings. He wanted to sign him, but Derek he wasn't happy with it. He didn't want to go because he was feared another Jock Wallace pre-season, you know. And he says, I just couldn't imagine me doing a pre-season with Spanish players, a Jock Wallace pre-season with Spanish players, so he gave it a miss. And to be fair, it's got a lot of sand dunes in Spain, I would imagine. There's no shortage there. Is it true, and you might want to keep this, Mickey, is it true that, were you ever offered Spain at any time in your career? Yes, I was, Gordon, yeah, at one point. Yep, I was very, very close. I had my young son was really young at the time, so I said to myself, nah, it's not worth it. I didn't want to upset him. But yes, I was. I know many people know that. No. Obviously, you've just told everybody. I'll just ask the bar there. Now, Mickey, I'll just ask the bar. Did MD know Mickey Weir had been offered a gig in Spain? Is that?
Nope. Right, Mickey, nobody knew that. It's a nice little story. We'll keep it quiet what team it was in Spain. Would we know the team?
Oh yes, you know them. They're not the biggest of sides, but they're definitely knowable. They've been about in Spain.
Right, okay, keep that for next week, Mickey. Keep that for next week. Very quickly, let's just gallop through while I've got you on the line, and I just want to experiment with the line and the Skype signal. Last Saturday we left you. You drove off to go and watch the Champions League. La Decima was achieved. What did you make of the game and the result and Gareth Bale and the whole aftermath?
Well, I thought the first half was reasonably cagey. It was very cagey, and Atletico Madrid scored. I thought Real had it all to do, but in the second half they were outstanding. Gordon, even the boys in the bar alluded to the difference between Bale and Ronaldo's pace, and that's what happened. And they just overran Atletico Madrid and just absolutely battered them at the end of the game. But it was a good game. Second half, I really enjoyed it, and then we went into extra time. It was great to watch, great spectacle. Once it opened, the two teams opened up. They had to go for it.
You always knew they were sort of going to go for it, but how many last minute? And I hate to mention it, but how many last minute goals happened last weekends? And we don't need to mention too much about. Paul's been doing the rounds in the radio station already, but from Easter Road to Derby and Steve McLaren to Simeone, I mean, absolute disasters.
Yeah, it was a bad weekend, especially for Ab supporters. I didn't see it coming, I'll be honest, Gordon. I thought had to be more than enough capable to stay in the league, but unfortunately that late goal took the stuffing out of us, and they never recovered, and Hamilton deserved to win. On the day they were a much better side.
Yeah. Let me bring it to a slightly happier note. Let me take you back 24 hours, Mickey. I want to play this and see if you hear it, because then I can start playing stuff down to people that we speak to over the next week or two. But this was the Real Madrid players. Carlo Ancelotti on the pitch after the cup was awarded sang the Madrid song. The players went in, I think it was in the Monday morning, and recorded this, and it's now top of the Spanish charts. Tell me if you can hear this. Let's see if this... In fact, this is on the night. Are you hearing that, Mickey?
I did hear that.
Alright, I'll put it back up. This is number one in the Spanish charts. I think Gareth Bale's in the crowd singing with his just... I'll go halfway through. It goes on and on like that, Mickey, which is, I mean, it's not the best song in the world, did you say?
It reminds me a little bit of yourself, Gordon. I'm looking at a taxi on a Saturday night with a drink in you. That's what that kind of atmosphere about it,
I think if you'd been here, I had it lined up for the top 10 football songs of all time, and I don't know if you've heard. Let me just get to this one, Mickey. Let me just see. Is this the best football song of all time? Let me just get it. Let's see if this works. Remember this one?
We'll have to learn them to talk proper.
Do you remember the Anfield rap?
Oh, that was bad. That was bad.
John Barnes. So football songs, and I hate to play this one, of course. But was that better, or was Rod Stewart better? That was bad. Has there ever been a decent World Cup song? No.
Oh, no, but I must admit, Gordon, the one I liked, I hate to say it, but I liked the England one. I thought the England one was Three Lines on My Chest, I think it was called. I think that was probably one of the best ones. It was a lot better than being on the match with Ali's Army anyway.
World in Motion, I think it was, wasn't it, for 1990 with the New Order? Was the one as well.
Very good, yeah, very good.
I actually did a World Cup song for the last World Cup in 2010, Mickey, but I'll maybe play it to the bar, if not later on today, next week, which, by the way, didn't make the charts. So that's what I try not to tell too many folk that one, but bringing forward, Mickey, the stories that have caught your eye now, it's just all building up to the big boxing fight tonight, isn't it? Froch versus Groves. Are you going to go? I know it's going to be here in the bar. Are you watching it tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to watch it, Gordon. Yeah, I'm just going to sit in the house and watch it. Looking forward to it, really looking forward to it. I don't know, I couldn't call it, I'll be honest. If somebody was going to twist my arm, I just think that if Flotchy's being the champion, I think he'll just have enough to hold on. I think you only get one, sometimes you only get one chance at champion, and Carol Flotch beat him the last time. I think he'll have enough to win it again, but it'll be close. I think it should be close.
It's going to be quite good. So it begs two questions. One, sequels and remakes, comebacks, fights or games you'd love to see rerun again. And again, it was such a big fight the first time round. They're calling it the biggest boxing match Britain's ever seen, and it's sequels, isn't it? Well, I suppose if you'd been here again, Mickey, would have asked the games or the moments or the competitions you'd love to see rerun again. Myself, I remember vividly 1978 World Cup final, Argentina and Holland, two fantastic, great teams. I'd love to see those teams go at it again, but can you think, from your own experience or even just watching, what you would love to see again, rematch?
Well, Gordon, I like my boxing. The one that I would love to see again, I think was just different class, was Hagler Hearns, my name is, many years ago. Marvin Hagler against Hearns was just... Hagler was probably the best fighter I've ever seen in the flesh. He was just unbelievable. But there was a lot, there's a lot of... In sport, there's a lot of games, even football matches you like to watch again. But in terms of boxing, I think I would have went for Hagler Hearns, because that was built to be a top fight, and it definitely produced on the night. Right.
Is that going to come back? We've just had Colin at the bar here saying that Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran, Fists of Iron or something, was he not his... what a boxer he was. And I think you were at a boxing match, Mickey, a few weeks ago, were you not, with Ken Buchanan? And
I was, yes.
Roberto Duran... Does Duran not speak very highly of Buchanan when they had their fight?
He did, yeah. Duran basically told him it was the toughest fighter he'd ever been in the boxing ring with, and Hands of Steel, that was Roberto Duran. But Ken Buchanan is renowned for being an excellent, really, really good boxer. So I was privileged to be at his table, and he was telling us all the stories about Roberto Duran and who he had fought and what he thinks of modern day boxers and that. So, he's a great fighter, Gordon. Great fighter.
That's fantastic. And only last year, I'm not going to keep you on the phone, Mickey, but something I'd love to do was more about Benny Lynch, who I think was Scotland's first world boxing champion, and it's a fantastic story. I know it was done in a theatre play in the 70s with Ricky Fulton, I think it was. A story that's forgotten by this generation, I think, Benny Lynch, but it's a fantastic story, and I think we should be doing wee stories and about the best Scottish sporting heroes, wee sections, wee nuggets. He'd be one for me,
yes.
Anyway.
Definitely, I love all these kinds of stories. I love all that with nostalgia and that, Gordon, and that. Did you do your golden year today?
What's that?
Did you start your golden year today?
No, I didn't. I didn't do the golden year, Mickey. I might finish in the golden year. I've got a music from one year and all the sport that happened in that 1 year, and you've just got to get the name of the year. But no, what I wanted to do, Mickey, was keep it for yourself and get on the old afros and get the flares on when we started talking about the year of music. But yeah, I might finish with that. But just before you go, Paul's been on the radio today talking about next Saturday about the big demonstration for Petrie out. What are you hearing from your guys and your end of the city?
Well, I think the supporters are unanimously on our Petrie to quit Hibs. You know, I think that's, and the supporters, that's the first time I've actually heard that from supporters, and I think they've just basically had enough. I must say, Gordon, as well, that, you know, we've not got a better person to represent us at Birmingham Football Club than Paul Kane. You know, I've known Kane's for a long time, Gordon, and it was ever since I've known him, he's always been very, very, very passionate about his club, and he will only do what he feels right for Birmingham Football Club. And I don't have a better guy to lead us forward. People forget that when they started the hands off Hibs campaign many years ago as well, if it hadn't been for the likes of Paul Kane, Kenny McLean and these type of people, we may well not have had a football club. So I've never forgot that, and I would just like to congratulate Gordon Kano and marching forward to make sure that our Hibs Hibernian Football Club becomes a club it should be, and not the club it used to be.
Yes. And I remember just my small dealings with Rod Petrie was when they started up the radio station in this very first week of broadcast. Before you arrived there, Mickey, with Kenny McLean Jr. and Charlie, was it Craig Reid from the Proclaimers in to talk about Hibernian. And of course I hadn't made the call to Hibs. And for the lifetime of that radio station, they never answered a phone call, they never appeared, they never did anything. And I thought, that is really quite a bit bitter way of dealing with the situation when they're invited on next week for the whole show. So I can't say they cover themselves in glory with myself.
No, well, this is what the continuous stories you're hearing all the time, Gordon. You know that the people behind the scenes, when they're representing a Birmingham Football Club the way it should be, there was a bit of an arrogance around the club that it never used to be there, you know, and I think we'll hopefully if we get the right people involved in the club and get heart beating again in the club, you know.
Mickey, Paul Kane just arrived in the bar. You were getting good praise from Mickey there. It's all working in the phone, Paul. Technically I've got everything working, so grab the microphone.
Have you got a couple of lamb sips? Are you alright, son?
I'm alright, mate. I'm hanging by a thread, but I'm just doing my best, you know. I'm hopefully getting better over the next couple of days and that. But I'm just saying to Gordon, and I'll repeat it again.
Wee man, is that
there is no better person.
Alright, on you go.
There is no better person to represent a Birmingham Football Club than yourself, you know, because I know myself, being a Hibs supporter, that you'll only do what's right for the club and no be interested in anything other things than getting Hibs back to the place it should be.
Wee man, I love you, that's why I like you, I mean. But wee man, how did you catch your wee virus? Was it through one of the wee puppies, the wee greyhounds?
No, I think it was actually that pussy thing. I had a wee drink of that pussy nonsense, and it never really went down well. I've never been right since, so whoever's in the bars, you stay away from that nonsense.
Wee man, you've always liked the pussy, I know that.
Right. Mickey, my final thing, just to see if this all works. Can you hear this? Or this?
Shut up.
Is it coming through fine? Good. Right, okay, everything's working fine. All the microphones are working. Listen, all it remains for me to see, Mickey, thank you very much. I'll give you a phone later on tonight just to make sure that all worked. But I'm recording this and it will go out on the website in about 2 or 3 hours' time. But can you just give a big round of applause? He's out of his sick bed from the phone hand to Mickey Weir. Well done, Mickey! Cheers, Mickey!
Thank you, Gordon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, my Skype worked, so there we go. We will be able to call out some celebrities and other people, Paul, next Saturday, and we will be here from 12 o'clock. We have got a few other questions. And I'll tell you what, we've got a can of pussy. That's been the prize draw.
Colin's going to let that.
And I say, just to the listening, it's a can of energy drink called pussy. Right, we've just had Paul Kane there talking about talk about the week that's been. We've been through some crucifixions since we've been here at the Phone Hand this Saturday, 31st of May, and we're here live, hopefully streaming from 12 o'clock next week. We talked about the sack race. Paolo Di Canio being the first Premiership player that of manager to be sacked last year. World Cup winners that have played for Scottish teams: Gattuso, Chardonnay, Divarch, Junio and Peter Benetti. I've got Mickey Spoon as well. But I will turn on this microphone and able to take it over to Paul Kane, and well, hopefully answer me question, a wee winner for the action competition. We've got Butcher and Butcher saying he was not going to stop till he gets you.
He's not going to stop till he gets you.
Right, that.
Oh, that's a class one.
Okay.
That's class.
Just gives a wee no.
1
out of 5 for that one. This is Paul going through the caption competition. Just so you can't see this, but
well, what's the chances of filling the stand when the seat next to you is empty? Not that one. Am I still getting paid?
Said Butcher to Petrie.
I think that was surely my barmaid to you. No, that's you, surely. Am I still getting paid? What, that's it, Alan, surely? No. I'm going to be fine for that one, surely.
Okay, so the
actual winner and going for the World Cup this weekend after the 485 for Kano's Millionaire Delegate.
I like that one. Now very quickly, the Roy Hodgson. Excuse me.
What do you think of the German boy? And at that point he's got a 2-finger up. Up yours. Really? She's 2 years older than me. I like that one. Who's that one? No, so that is a 5 out of 5.
Oh!
So then he gets a wee cup to take over his...
Yes!
Then he gets a wee cup. Well done, Ronnie. You want to stick it in your pocket. Oh, right. Ronnie's on the top. Ronnie's on the top.
He's giving the finger to these other cup holders.
And Ronnie's slugging with... Have you seen it? If you've really watching his 2 fingers up, Ronnie's slugging with... Really? She's 2 years older than me.
That's quite nice. We've got a wee Rooney watching his iPod and he takes over to Brazil competition.
Is there anything else that you did? Was that it? Was there anything short?
Yeah. Oh, got something Rooney at the iPod.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, is there still another cup to come?
Some other cup.
Coco, what happened to yours? Oh, I thought you couldn't be right now, that's what it was. Coco's not in the competition because he can't arrive.
I've got some sound effects.
There you go. What's on Rooney's iPod this summer? Oh, so it's a song to fire.
That's right, yes.
I've only going to see the musical Whisper.
A sort of surreal one, that one. I wasn't. Oh, he's a transplant.
Shelley's got Slate, Soundtrack, Lonely and Monster Ball.
Quite like Monster Ball.
Arthur's got Slate, Money for Nothing. And where do we go again?
Here we go again. I like that one.
Arthur, I've got to give it to you, Papa. And you've won a cup, Arthur. Arthur's won a cup. Arthur can stick it in his pocket and all the room yet. Over Arthur. Did you get any bets up? Because I can see there's a couple of rained up bets slips away. Is there anything else to do, my friend? That's to be done, is that it?
That was about it. We could do all or nothing. I've got
guys, we will be quiet, you know. We will be back next week at 12 till 3 p.m. 11:30 is the rally, guys. We need you. And the PC will be back with us next week. She's asked to come back.
That's the energy drink. We'll roll over for 1 more week.
I was going to see you and everything, but you didn't let me do it. That will be back next week as well.
Brilliant stuff. Right, so thanks to Paul Kane, thanks to Mickey Weir. We've got a few other things, but I think we'll just sort of wrap it up this now and we'll come back. Everything's working. All the phones, we couldn't get TV, big screen working enough, but we'll get that at the forehand. If you're listening to this broadcast during the week, why not come down to the phone hands? We're at Easter Road, we'd love to see you. If not, on the website, hopefully that you're at right now, thekickabout.com. There will be a number to phone. We will next week be able to accept phone calls into the show. And you can phone, leave a message, we'll phone you right back, or you might get straight through over the pub, over the airwaves. But we might want to monitor that first very, very judiciously. But listen, from the phone hands, from Gordon Dallas, from Mickey Weir, from Paul Kane, from everyone here that's taken part, we'd like to say thank you very much. All the questions, all that's been done, so all it remains for me to say is thank you, and we'll see you again very, very soon. This has been the Kick Out, signing out. Here we go. Thank you.